protected it, the statues emphasized it, the sacred carvings explained it, the treasures ensured it, but it was the mummy that embodied it. The mummy was the ancient Egyptians' chief weapon in the war they had waged against their own mortality. And for the pharaoh, the pyramid served as the portal to the other side. The evolution began during Egypt's pre-dynastic days, when dead bodies were buried away from fertile ground for practical reasons. In the earliest burials, there was no attempt at artificial preservation. The body was simply hunched up and laid in a shallow pit of sand. The natural drying effects of the desert sand against the skin resulted in a well-preserved human form, a human form that would last thousands of years unless outside forces interfered.
When you're in a country where you're burying people mostly in shallow graves in sand, which are easy to dig up, you have wild animals who come to look for a snack in the necropolis. After Grandpa has been dead and you come back to the tomb, you discover that he's lying on the ground sort of looking at you. And they seem to have gotten the idea that Grandpa is still around as long as his body is still around.
The ancient Egyptians embraced the natural preservation process by first trying to explain it and then by trying to emulate it. Here is where funerary preparation began.
Attempts were being made to preserve the body from the very beginning of what we call the dynastic period, going back to about 3000 BC, because fragments of